All right, we're going to put the images onto Copper's little book. If you haven't seen the sketchbook tour video of all of these drawings, I will link the video above. We still have quite a lot of pages to fill, so let's do it. All right, so I got it to screen lock. You see, it's not moving. And then I'm going to take my sketchbook and just put it over like this. It's a little bit difficult because this is not a single sheet of paper, but I can try to move it over a little bit and then just draw. There we go. For the face, small details. So just something like that, very simple. I have my water paints, some brushes. The style I'm going for is going to be very loose, and you don't want to add too much detail because they're stickers. You want them to be readable and clear. So you really don't need that much detail. And then another thing that I'm thinking about is how can I add color? Because that's one thing I mentioned in the last video, is that people thought they were not colorful enough. So we're gonna see how we can implement that. Check out my new setup. So in the past, I've been using the tripod and then putting it to the side as long as it's overlooking my work. So you can see it from a side view, which is great, but I always wanted to get like the straight overhead shot, and I always had a problem of it being like one of the legs is in the scene, and it was kind of frustrating. But then I watched a YouTube video, I'll see if I can link it below, that showed that you could just put the tripod like that and then have one of the legs rest on the table. Then you can get this nice overhead shot. All right, that's gonna be it for painting. From here, I'm gonna move on to Posca pens. I'm gonna use them to draw some color. All right, so later I'll go in with white to do the white of his eyes, but now we wanna add color, right? I thought about this a little bit. Maybe there could be some flowers. Right now we're just kind of doodling. Could be some flowers, and then maybe some scribbles. There we go. Now he has a little bit of color and design to him. Let's move on to the next one. What do you think? Here are the rest of the work finished. I like the brown outline. It makes it stand out. The colors make it look very creative and kind of like sketchbooky. Well, hope you enjoyed watching this. In the next video, I will be digitizing them and then spamming all my friends with these new stickers.